Hey, Bulldog, it's Andre here with today's workout, March 25th. We have for time 100 air squats, 75 sit ups, 50 box step ups, and 25 burpees. With this workout, you really want to just focus on pace, making sure we maintain good form throughout all the movements. 100 air squats is quite a lot, so make sure that you don't come out too hot and wear yourself out. With the sit-ups, pretty much the same principle, although it's a little more difficult to stay consistent with the pace. So as you feel yourself slowing down, make sure that you're taking those deep breaths in on the way down and exhaling on the way up. Use those arms to help you with momentum, but keeping that integrity in the core so that we're not crunching over. Then we have our box step ups. I personally, if my apparatus isn't tall enough, I like to go with a single leg so that that second leg doesn't actually touch the apparatus. Test really challenges the balance. I also like to do a little more dynamic movement where driving that back leg all the way up. Again, it's a great way to work on balance on that front leg, and explosion for people looking for that kind of workout. Or if you're just looking for the step up in terms of if your apparatus is fine, you can just do the taps. And lastly, we have burpees. The 25 burpees here are going to just gas you. This is really just going to be a test of how much you can just grind these out. You're going to want to get this over with as soon as possible. So that means don't kill yourself on the first 5 or 10. Make sure that you are pacing yourself and pacing this out. I can't overemphasize the role pace will play in this particular workout. Just go at a pace that you can just kind of keep grinding, because every rep gets you one rep closer to being done. Every time you take a break, you're just essentially extending the workout. Our second workout is a 20-minute AMRAP, 10 bench dips, 10 box jumps, and then 10 walking lunges. So with the dips, what we're looking for is obviously a stable apparatus. You can use a counter, your couch, coffee table, depending on the kind of coffee table you have. Making sure that the stability of the apparatus is important, because then that helps us go into that full range of motion. Trying our best to get those elbows above the shoulders, and while maintaining, again, the integrity in our core. If we have to reduce the load in order to increase the range of motion, then we should do so by bringing our feet together or our feet closer to our butts. That's going to allow us to decrease the load. And as in those later rounds, as you start to wear out, legs can also help you with the upward motion of the dip. Lastly, there are the box jumps, or next, I should say, there are the box jumps. Simply make sure that we are practicing soft landing. Landing on the middle of the apparatus, whatever it happens to be. You want to make sure that you are in those later rounds, your knees aren't wearing out, because not so much because of the step being down, but because of the impact of the jump. If you can decrease the impact of the jump, you actually will be able to get through this with a lot more efficiency, because you'll be in a lot less pain. But for some of us, we won't be using boxes. What we'll be doing is jump tucks. You're going to want to jump and get your knees as high as possible. And I personally like to touch below my knees, just to make sure that my knees are getting high. Again, don't forget to practice that soft landing. It's the way that soft controlled landing is going to not only decrease the impact that we feel on these jumps and allowing us to keep moving, but it's also a great way to maintain control throughout the movement. And then the last piece is the 10 walking lunges. 10 walking lunges, that is 5 each leg. So you're essentially just going for a bit of a stroll. I know a lot of people are probably going to end up doing 10 each leg, and I'm more than happy for you to do that. Whatever you do, maintain the integrity in your midline as you wrap those up. And then our last workout is a 5K. So for all you runners out there, get on your gear. It's supposed to be nice out. I don't know what that means for runners, but go out and run 5 kilometers. There's a 30-minute cap on it, but in all actuality, you should just make this your opportunity to kind of get out and log some time on a walk with yourself, with a good book, with a good audio book, with another person, with a pet. Just get outside, get some fresh air. Let loose of that, some of that cabin fever. So get out there. This is actually part of your prescribed workout. So skipping it is like skipping part of the workout. I'll see you tomorrow.